A pseudoscience is something that pretends to be scientific but is not. Science follows a rigorous method which relies on the sharing of data, the basis in observations, and the fact that any scientist can assert something, but it has to be supported by evidence. There are things that pretend to be scientific that are not and can be shown to be non-scientific. Astrology is not scientific. Objects in the sky do not control human affairs. If you hold a book in your hand, it has more gravitational influence on you than any of the planets. Extrasensory perception and psychic powers are not scientific. Numerous experiments have shown no capabilities that go beyond chance guessing in tests like that. Perhaps the best example is the idea of UFOs, which pretend to be visitations from aliens to the Earth. It's not possible to refute or deny every UFO sighting. Many are provided with so little information that it's impossible to test. However, in cases where astronomers know the place, time, and orientation on the sky of a UFO sighting, many are associated with bright objects of the nighttime sky or with the planet Venus. Also, in the history of UFO sightings, there are great peaks and valleys in the number of sightings. Historically, there have been huge pileups of UFO sightings at the time of major events in the space program, such as the launching of Sputnik, the first Russian satellite, Mariner, the first human spacecraft to visit Mars, the Apollo 9 moon landing, and other events of the space program. None of these spacecraft could be seen from the Earth, so whatever people were seeing when they reported their sighting was not the spacecraft in question. Rather, it appears that when space is in the public eye and people's minds are thinking about space, they tend to see things they can't explain in the sky. Unfortunately, in the modern era, people have become less familiar with the night sky, so it's easy to see something that you can't explain if you're not familiar with the motions of the stars and planets.